We build our homes to be impenetrable. We install heavy deadbolts, slide steel chains into place, and shut out the night. Once that door clicks shut, the space inside is yours alone. If we want to interact with the outside world, we do it strictly on our terms. A couple of taps on a screen, and a driver leaves a meal or a package on the other side of that locked door. Safe, controlled. But imagine sitting in your locked apartment, having ordered absolutely nothing, when your phone lights up. A notification from a delivery app you haven't used in weeks appears, timestamped exactly at 1:38 a.m. You check your order history. It's completely empty. Your brain immediately tries to rationalize it. You assume it's a server error or a case of the app attaching the wrong photo to the wrong account. A simple digital mistake. Then you open the delivery confirmation, and that rationalization vanishes. The image staring back at you shows your own front door from a perspective that shouldn't be possible. This is a photograph of your apartment taken from the inside. You see the deadbolt engaged, the chain perfectly secured, and the familiar small scratch near the handle. The angle proves the person holding the camera was standing in your living room. The lock isn't broken. The chain is still in place. The physical barriers did exactly what they were designed to do. Yet this digital image proves a threat has entirely bypassed your perimeter. Panic sets in, but you don't run. Instead, you freeze. You look down at the glowing screen in your hand, scanning the digital artifact and searching the pixels for something your initial glance missed. By tracing the angle of the shot toward the door, you realize exactly where the photographer had to be standing. It's a spot directly in your dark living room. You scrutinize the rest of the image. The furniture matches, the low light matches. But as your eyes move down to the floorboards captured in the frame, something is wrong. Right here, at the edge of the light, is a long, distorted shadow. It doesn't belong to the lamp or the chair. It stretches unnaturally across the floor from somewhere just out of frame. You follow the direction of that shadow, pulling your focus away from the center of the picture and looking at the absolute far edge of the wall. When you zoom all the way in on that dark corner, you find them. Pale, indistinct fingers tightly gripping the edge of the drywall. The person holding that phone is standing inches from you, shielded only by the corner of the wall. You are currently occupying the exact same dark room as the hidden photographer. You drop the phone. It clatters loudly against the floor. You don't dare turn around. You just stand there in the silence, barely breathing, waiting for a sound or a movement from the dark. Then the screen on the floor lights up again. Without anyone touching it, the app pushes an automatic update. The status changes to "Delivery completed successfully," and a new placeholder begins to load. The new image appears. This one is taken from a ceiling corner, looking straight down, and right in the center of the frame is you, standing completely still, facing the front door. The terrifying part is the timing. That photo reflects your exact current position, yet you didn't see a flash, you didn't hear a shutter click. The photographer moved, repositioned near the ceiling, and took the shot without making a single sound. Another buzz. Customer not responding. The entity is waiting for you to react. And right at that second, the electricity cuts out. In the pitch black, the overhead lights flicker violently. For just a fraction of a second, the flash illuminates a tall, obscured silhouette standing entirely motionless near the hallway. Then darkness returns. Whatever is in the apartment can move freely, tracking you from impossible angles, operating in total silence, and remaining effectively invisible to the naked eye until it chooses to be seen. The silence stretches out. The figure in the hallway doesn't approach. You back away slowly, unable to look away from the dark corridor, until your phone buzzes one last time, with a final app notification. Delivery failed. A sudden wave of relief hits. You assume the unseen threat has retreated, leaving you alone in the dark. But the threat hasn't retreated. The screen shifts entirely, abandoning the delivery app. A raw, anonymous text message appears. It simply reads, "We will attempt delivery again tomorrow," timestamped at exactly 1:38 a.m. Right before the battery dies and the screen cuts to black, one final image forces its way onto your phone. It's a picture of your own bedroom. The lights are off. The bed is empty. But the shot is taken from a low angle inside the room, pointed directly at the closed bedroom door, waiting for you to walk in. The delivery was never a physical package. The delivery was the entity itself. The very technology built to protect us has instead become irrefutable evidence of our total vulnerability.